What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Sitting out here in the cut next to where I dropped off earlier this morning. And I've just been waiting too damn long to get reloaded. You know, my appointment was for 0800. I got here at like 6:30. I was unloaded by like somewhere around 7:30, something like that. And it's now about 10:45 and I still don't have a load. So this is one of those cases when communication obviously didn't work. Because as soon as I got in the dock, I sent a message to my fleet manager. And he wasn't on duty yet, but sent it to the fleet management and said, listen, there's no close washout near this location. I'm going to need a washout. I'm going to hold off getting a washout until I get a load so I know which direction to head, because everything is kind of far away. I only have 3 pallets. So that was my way of saying, listen, this isn't going to take too long. Find me a load, whatever. No load yet. I even did the thing ready to reload, sort of like a passive-aggressive way to say I'm ready to get a load. I'm going to call here in a little bit. If I sit too long, though, what I will do is I will say it. Once I leave where I'm at now, once I get to a truck stop, don't load me up until tomorrow morning or whatever that is. Because once I start relaxing, I start relaxing. The problem is, I really can't. See, I already know what's going to happen. Is I'm going to, like, let's say a bunch of time goes by, then they're going to get me on a load where I need to run tonight. Which isn't a problem. Like I said, I'm good for 36 hours, even though I don't want to. What I'd like to know is when my next load is, so I either know to relax or not relax. So I've been trying to get some sleep just in case. And just haven't been able to do that so far. You know, one thing I want to talk about, I'm out here watching these 2 drivers out here. I don't know if one's a student and one's a trainer. I mean, they're just some random company, but they're out here trying to blindside this dock out here. There is almost no case where I'm gonna blindside. I mean, I've seen videos where people are saying, well, I'm on a one-way street, so I had to blindside it in. If I'm on that one-way street, I'm gonna do just like I would have done here. Make that U-turn in front of the dock. By the time you pull forward a little bit, your trailer is already set up to go in the hole. I would do that on a one-way street. I do it here. I just see a lot of people that are blindsiding for no real reason. So I have yet to have been in a position where I've had to blindside. I've been in positions where I had to maybe work for my setup a little bit to get it in the regular way, but if I ever get into a point where I need to blindside something, I'll let you know. But there's a bunch of reasons why I don't like doing it. Obviously, it's a little bit more dangerous in terms of damage to property and stuff around you on that blind side. But if you're familiar with these Peterbilts, if you either make a real hard right turn or blindside, it puts a lot of tension on those airlines, and even more importantly on that electrical hose, because the airlines, if they get pulled back far enough, then they'll just kind of slide off. You don't want it pulling out that electrical line. But anyway, different topic. So just sitting here, I'm gonna give it about another hour. I'm gonna try to come back here and get some sleep, and then in an hour I'm gonna call him, be like, what's up? And the longer I wait, the pickier I will be. Like I said, not necessarily picky about the money as much as, you know, if I'm sitting here 3, 4, 5 hours, they try to give me a load to New Jersey, I'm just not even gonna entertain that thought. You know, I've been sitting here long enough to where I start overthinking it and stuff like that. So that truck stop last night I stayed at, that was like the weirdest truck stop I think I've stayed at. It was kind of like more city people than truckers. I mean, they had a lot of truck parking for what it was, maybe about 35 spots. I'd say at least half of those were taken up by local drivers. And I was woke up in the middle of the night by some local driver or drivers came in, parked their trucks, then they go hang out in this this truck kind of out in front of mine, and I'm just like sitting here, what are they doing? You know, they're making all this noise and stuff, and the next thing I know, they're starting to throw beer cans into the cab, into the bed of the truck behind them. And I was like, that's probably not the smartest thing to do, but you know, that's what they were doing. And I mean, other than that, it was like almost completely silent, like nobody walking around. The fog came in, and the fog was so dense it almost reminded you of like them scary movies when you really can't see that far and the fog is just there. I don't know, just a weird truck stop. I'm not doing it justice by trying to explain it. And then there would be people, you know, before I went to sleep, they just pull into this, it was a Go Mart, they'd pull into that, and these would be just like regular people. And then they just like sit in their car for a while, and then they just take off. Like, no purpose behind their stop or anything like that. And I'm not just saying, you know, it was like one or two people. It was like multiple people. So it was a little bit weird. But I was hoping that when I started this video, a load would come across, because it seems like whenever you start doing some stuff you want to do, then all of a sudden a load comes across. But I'm not going to be that fortunate, I don't think. But my communication skills must be lacking a little bit today. So like I said, I'm going to give him another hour. I'm going to call him, and I'm going to say, if I don't have anything by, let's say, 3 o'clock, shut me down till tomorrow morning or whatever. And I'm not, you know, you think about it and you say, you know, West Virginia is not a good reload area. But I'm not like really in West Virginia. I'm like right across from, you know, I'm like in that Kentucky, Ohio area. So I know there's a lot of that stuff around here. So I just don't know what the deal is, or if they've been wrapped up watching this weekly meeting or something like that, which has been over for a while. So that can't be the case. I don't know. But I would just like to know where I'm going. If not, listen, I do not have a problem shutting this shit down and wait until tomorrow. So because the problem is, I know as soon as I go somewhere, which is why I'm not trying to leave where I'm at now and go to a truck stop, because as soon as I start relaxing and enough time has gone by, I'm just like, we'll deal with this tomorrow. So anyway, just wanted to give you an update and say sometimes all the communication you do just doesn't help. This is rare for me to be sitting this long. And you know what? I'm wondering if they already have. See, this is what I'm wondering sometimes when I'm, you know, I'm not on the load choice board. I'm sometimes wondering if they actually have a load that's planned for me that's just not showing up until a certain amount of time after when my delivery was, regardless of what my PTA says or any of that stuff. I don't know, but and the reason I say that is, you know, sometimes you'll be sitting around a little bit. That's my alarm going off, because I set my alarm to wake myself up in case I went to sleep. But I've sat somewhere, even let's say an hour after my delivery, and all of a sudden I'll get a load that'll be like a tight pickup window or something like that, and I'm just like, well, if it was this tight, how come I didn't get it earlier? I don't know. I'm still trying to learn this. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and try to come back here and catch a little bit of sleep. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.